Good afternoon, everybody. No, good morning. Who knows? I don't know what time it is of the day. Whatever time you guys are listening, welcome to another episode of That's Awkward. And I'm fired up today because this Mr. Garcia, Mr. Dominic Garcia, like a blast from the past.
Mr. Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad's name is Mr. Garcia. You must know my dad.
So Dominic and I met, it was like 25 years ago.
1996.
Yeah. And so, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And then our paths went away, and here we are today, 20 some odd years later, walked in the front door, and I'm putting you in front of the mic.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have no clue what we're doing here.
I do not.
So this episode is called That's Awkward. All you have to do, here's the question of the day.
Yeah.
You have to share the most awkward moment in real estate that occurred for you. Some crazy shit.
I got tons of them.
I knew you would. But you can only pick one.
Yeah. So I've got awkward. Yeah, I've got awkward that I'll give you two.
Okay.
Both of them are with ladies in towels.
Okay.
Both of them. So the first one, I'm with a and we're at a property. I always call to let the people know that I'm coming before I come. So when I get there, I know whether left message or whether they're home.
Right.
So I knock on the door, nobody answers. I knock on the door, nobody answers. I open the door, realtor, realtor, nobody answers. Nobody's home. So it makes sense because it says left message answering machine.
Right.
So we go around the house. This isn't the real house for us, but we're contemplating the houses that we've seen before that we kind of like, and we're thinking about making decisions. So we're sitting around the couches in the circle in the bullpen area on the lower level. And all of a sudden, the door opens up upstairs, and a bunch of steam comes rolling out of the bathroom.
Okay.
And this young gal leans over the counter with her towel around her and says, and I said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I said realtor, realtor." And she said, "No, it's okay, it's not a problem, no problem." And she moves down the hall to her, what's presumed to be her bedroom.
Right.
And closes the door. And then about 10 seconds later, another girl comes out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around her and didn't say anything. He just ran to the other room. So that was the first one. Not very family friendly, but it was an awkward situation, as you can imagine. The second one is I was with and their little 5-year-old rambunctious little boy. I love this guy. And he was just a boy's boy, just a runner, and we were in a vacant condo, second-story condo in Brentwood over in Aliso.
Okay.
And what had happened was he was running up and down, and I was talking in the kitchen, and this lady comes in, pokes her head inside the door with a towel around her, and says, my word, somebody sure is being loud up here, and then walked downstairs. Now, the point is that she had to come out of her unit in her towel, walk upstairs on an exterior stairwell to come in and tell us that we were being loud.
Okay.
And so those were some...
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he was doing a little bouncing around, running around on the... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. There's so many. You know, when you sell that long,
right,
you see so many.
We see these things, and it's funny. You know, people always ask, or people always think, the business is easy. We just go, we show property, we go back and forth, and they pick this one, and boom. We see it on TV, right? And they think that's how it is, but we get some interesting things that happen out there, and some fun stories that occur.
Yeah.
And you know, there's craziness that always occurs in this industry, and there's stuff that always happens. And it's fun to share, and I appreciate you sharing this. So I'm going to ask everybody this. I'm going to ask you this last question, and you might not know the answer, so you might have to figure this one out. If they're looking for Dominic Garcia, how do they hook up with you? How do they find you?
So my email is always a good place to reach out to me. I check that more than I do anything else.
Okay.
That's Dominic Garcia 67 for the year I was born at gmail.com.
All right.
My sister says, "Don't put your age on your Gmail." I said, "Why not? I'm 56. I'm good at 56, man." And then my phone number, 949-230-1659. 949-230-1659.
So we're going to drop both of that. We'll drop all that information down below. If you guys like what you're hearing or you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And if you got any crazy stories, we'd love to hear them.